Jan, find some time for me? We gotta talk. I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Lucas, good to hear you.
Jan, you're going home. Isn't that exciting? How are the preparations going?
How should I put it? Your enthusiasm may be a little premature.
Oh? What's the problem this time?
It's pretty serious. I might not make it back. There's a barrier in the sky. I'm gonna have to destroy it if I want the rescue ship to land.
Damn. You're so close.
Yeah, but see, I've been thinking. Do I want it to land?
What? What's that supposed to mean? Of course you do.
Here's the thing. While my alters are worried they might not get back to Earth, I'm worried about what's gonna happen to them after they get back. Because I've learned some troubling things about Maxwell, Lucas. Are you aware that he wants to hijack the Rapidium for himself?
Maxwell has other allies now, a much more open-minded organization than Ally Corp. It's run by people who actually care about progress.
Tell me something. Do you believe everything Maxwell tells you?
What? What do you mean?
Lena. She recorded a message for me and she said she dug out some dirt about his patients losing their minds, being unethically exploited.
Exploited?
If you could look me in the eye right now, would you swear that not a single person was mistreated in those experiments? Would you swear on your life, Lucas?
Well, there were some rumors at one point that a patient, that he was, well, a little unstable and he might have... But at his family's request, we buried his data. That's what Maxwell said.
So, it's true. Patient 313 really did exist.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we were working with mentally disturbed people. Accidents happen, but Maxwell was just trying to help them.
Lucas, this is about my alters' lives.
It's a little late for doubts now, Jan. You have no choice but to trust Maxwell. If the corporation finds out about your alters, they'll get rid of them. There's no other option.
What if there was another option? You're a QC navigator, Lucas. Maxwell wants you to take control of the ship once it takes off. What if, assuming for a moment that I managed to get that rescue ship to land safely, what if I just asked you to dispatch us somewhere else? Somewhere they wouldn't find us.
What are you talking about, Jan? Hijacking a ship full of Rapidium? Are you crazy?
It's what you do anyway, isn't it? The question is, will you do it for Maxwell, or will you think for yourself?
Maxwell is doing great things. You and I, we're not worthy to tie his shoelaces. Maybe he's made some mistakes, but he's the only hope people like my folks have. And honestly, I think you care more about your alters than about the real reason you were sent on your mission, Rapidium. I thought you understood how important that was, but I don't think you were listening. You put your own problems, your own life at the center of your mission. I'm sorry, Jan. But when I take control of the ship, I'll steer it straight to wherever Maxwell tells me.
Is there a problem?
So, I talked to the guys and we're fed up with the way you do things here.
What do you mean, fed up? What is this?
An intervention. We demand certain changes or else.
Or else what?
Well, it's gonna be us taking matters into our own hands.
What exactly do you want me to improve?
We're sleeping on the floor like dogs.
I hear you. I'll do what I can.
I finish my tasks. Want me to take care of this now? Would you mind checking our food supply?
Have enough to share?
It's our duty to help out crewmates in need.
Hey man, I've noticed you've been down lately.
It's nothing.
Come on, talk to me. Anything I can say that could lift your spirits?
Well, I think knowing that I made a difference is what keeps me going. But do I? Really? I don't feel the impact I had with the Union.
Of course you make a difference. You care about others and make their lives better. We need people like you.
Thanks. It means a lot.
Come see me. I'd like to draw your attention to something. I'm done here. Should I do this now?
Ah, another movie. This one was actually on my pile of shame.
Want me to take care of this now?
Did you manage to find out more about the barrier?
I'm afraid I don't have good news.
For a moment, I was hoping we could redirect the ship to another area, but it seems that won't be possible. What we've called the barrier is, in fact, a strong force-filled layer of interlapping distortions, a sort of prism entanglement.
So it's yet another anomaly. Okay, we have ways to deal with them, right? Do you know where it stems from?
You see, that's the problem. It seems to be everywhere, covering the entire surface like a dome or a layer of the atmosphere.
Wait, what? No, but are you trying to tell me it was here when I landed?
It must have been here the whole time, looming above us, invisible to the human eye. Fascinating.
So was it?
The cause of your ship's malfunction? Could have been, yes.
You're saying we're doomed. After all we've been through, it turns out there's just no way out of here?
Let's not jump to conclusions. I believe the nature of this gigantic prism distortion needs to be studied more.
But how? We can't fly.
Right. But we've made fragmentary observations on the surface, and I think we can still learn more. I've located 3 areas with particularly strong interference characteristics that match the electromagnetic fluctuations typical for this kind of distortion. They should be marked on your map. I want you to take a closer look at them and bring me more data.
anything unusual here. Like a giant horizontal branch reaching somewhere. Good. Let me analyze the data properly. I've got a sort of trunk-like structure growing upward. Upward, you say? Yes. I think I know how we could use that information. Looks like some kind of root system. I'm getting some quite extraordinary readings from there. I think I'm starting to see something here. I know what you mean. They seem connected. Come back to the base and we'll talk more. Come and find me when you have a moment.
any progress with finding the Tur vehicle? So, what do you make of the data we collected?
Interesting. Very interesting. The three fragments of the integral apparently form a single structure.
Right. Yeah, it almost looked like it could be part of a gigantic tree of some sort.
A huge vertical framework on a proximity plane. It could be our way up.
A way up? How do you mean? For what?
Reaching the barrier and destroying it.
But I don't understand. It's not even there, physically.
And that is exactly the issue we will have to solve. What would you say if I told you we should look for a way to materialize that structure?
A way to materialize the integral? Knowing you, I'm pretty sure you already have one.
Of course I don't. It's not that simple, Jan. But I do have an initial plan. Based on all the data we've collected so far, I think I came up with a way to disintegrate this barrier. Fragmentize the prism entanglement. But it can't be done from down here. You're going to have to reach for the sky, and that structure seems to be the best way to get there.
But is that even possible? To make it physically accessible?
What if I told you Professor Frankov believed it was possible?
Really? Tell me more.
You see, Frankov devised a theoretical experiment in which he proved that if an electromagnetic field was powerful enough, it could pull a proximity plane closer to us. The force field would have to be extremely strong and the object no larger than a grain of sand. But according to his calculations, it could physically materialize.
Well, we're gonna need more than a grain of sand.
Don't forget, we have something that Frankov didn't. Rubidium.
Oh. That's... bold.
Bold. Dangerous. And necessary.
So you really think you can do it?
I know it sounds impossible, but if we pull this off, there's so much more to gain than just our survival.
A scientific breakthrough.
And we can play a leading role in it.
What do you want me to do?
The fragmenting device I told you about, I've drawn up a raw design for you to start building it. And I'll set to work on reconstructing Frankov's theory and finding a way to materialize that structure for us. It is possible. I simply know it.
Listen, man, people are angry. Don't ignore them.
Police in Canada have smashed a multi-million-dollar drug smuggling ring. 22 pounds of heroin was seized along with a small amount of cocaine, marijuana, and
Freeze! Both of you! Trust me, Greg. You gotta take him out. No, it's me, man. Trust me, I'm the real me.
How can I tell?
Just ask me something that you know the real me would know.
What's your name? Your full name?
Peter Randolph Thompson.
Wait, your middle name's Randolph?
Yes. Okay, you gotta ask something that you would also know.
Right. Where did we first meet?
On the train, seat 7B. And then 2 stops later, we figured out that there was a bomb in car 6, right? And then we dismantled the bomb by figuring out that the conductor was embezzling money.
That could have been in my file. How old are you?
34.
Shoot, that could be in your file.
Do you mind? I'm sitting here too.
Okay. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back?
Come on, that's not fair for either of us. Yeah, that's not helpful at all.
This is just really hard. I feel really put on the spot right now to come up with good questions. If you won the lottery, what would you spend it on?
Is that a conversation we had? It's not one that I remember.
No, but I feel like I'd have a good idea what you would say.
So it's just like a fresh hypothetical? I guess I'd buy a new house for my mom.
Ha! Caught you, Fake Pete. I feel like you would say new Ferrari.
No, a Ferrari would depreciate in value too quickly. House for mom's a good answer. Thank you.
Don't help him. You should want me to catch him in a discrepancy.
That's just a bad question. That's not even a discrepancy. I don't want to win by cheating. I want to win because I prove to you that I'm the real me. That's how I'd want to do it too. Yeah, makes sense, right? It is just uncanny. Like even the hair's the same. Did they do the stain on your jacket? Yeah.
Shut up, 2 Pete's. Quick, what's your favorite M&M color?
Red, blue.
Mine's green. What does that tell us? Okay, let's try this. We've worked together for years, right? So what are some of my weaknesses as a partner?
On the spot thinking. Quick problem solving.
And some strengths?
You're very. Wow. Just ask about a concrete thing, not like an opinion or future planning.
Sorry, it's a heavy piece of machinery. It just kind of tires my arm out.
Ask about a fact that you and I both know.
How many states are there in the United States of America?
And that everyone else wouldn't also immediately know.
This is really hard. I can't think of anything, okay? Well, what if you ask me questions? Yeah, you ask me something that you think only I would know, and then you give your answer, and we see if they match.
Okay, what drink did we share at the ambassador's wedding?
Don't remember.
What's the entry code to our safe house?
No idea.
Okay, well, so now I'm questioning if you're even the real Greg.
I'm the real Greg. I'm just a little bad at retaining trivia, I'm realizing right now.
The code to our safe house is not trivia, dude.
Yeah, but it's just still, you get it.
Wait, no, he's right. It's not. That's not trivia. He's not asking you that because he knows he can prove that he knows it. He's asking you that in hopes that you yourself will reveal it. Because that's the piece of information that his team is after. That's the imposter Pete. Oh, thank God.
What?
How'd you know?
Yeah.
Anyone who's worked with me for years would know I'd have an impossible task tracking that logic. I got lost immediately.
Oh, you haven't changed a bit, Greg.
Imposter! I have changed a bit. Went through that whole yoga phase, used to be a bit of a cusser, cleaned that up. Wait, I only get 1 round of guessing? Doesn't seem fair. Would have asked better questions if I knew that. But, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Bless you.
Found the tour already? Any chance of reuniting our crew?